I used to have a cassette when I did German at school, and it was like, Ich bin Stefan, ich habe Marmelade.
Ich habe Marmelade. Germany, the land of sausage, of Bockwurst, of Bratwurst, of hams and pork. So today, I thought, Hannah, you do a lot of videos about Germany. You're a little German channel these days, but you've never really discussed food. Obviously, I've discussed the food that I like. When I had currywurst in Berlin, I did not stop talking about it because it is amazing. But I've never really thought about kind of the alternative food that you can get in Germany. So I thought, why not bring in a very good friend of mine, Indiana Scorziello, who is actually an old veteran of this channel.
I am an old veteran. I have been here since day one.
She actually is. If you go through my old videos, Indi is in a lot of them right back at the beginning. Not many of these people are going to know you. Right, so Indi here, my good old pal, is a vegan.
I am. They're all like, unsubscribe.
Unsubscribe. No, don't. Come back. So I thought today we could have a little chat about her experiences as a vegan in Germany compared to other countries, maybe in Europe, and of course within the UK where we live. So Indi, you told me you have visited 3 German cities. What are these 3 cities?
Munich, which was beautiful. You've been there, haven't you?
I have.
Munich was gorgeous. Frankfurt, I wasn't so keen on. I think because obviously a lot was destroyed during the war. It's like, I'm not against new builds, but it's quite officey.
Yeah, Frankfurt is an economic hub.
Yeah, so there's not so much culture if that's what you're looking for. And then obviously Berlin, I've been to a couple of times, which is great.
So what was the best city for vegan or vegetarian food in your opinion out of the 3?
So firstly, I was actually really surprised at how amazing Germany is for vegan food, because like you say, I just thought it'd be like German diet is literally, like in my opinion before I went, it was like sausages.
The stereotype.
Like, yeah, like cheese, not like fish. I wouldn't have put fish down as like a big German, like what they're known for.
Yeah, they're known for their sausages and pork.
So Munich I went to a few times for work, and that was amazing.
That's so good.
So I stayed right outside the Viktualienmarkt, and they had like whole vegan shops and vegan restaurants. There was one like joined to my hotel that was amazing. And so the whole of Munich was amazing. I don't really remember Frankfurt food. And then Berlin again was amazing, and I was like, how? I don't understand. Like, this isn't how it's supposed to be.
That's
like,
good though.
You guys eat sausages and cheese, and you get an app called Hacky Cow, and so it's great. So you can look up like what places near you are vegan or have vegan options. So I was just kind of like following my app around Berlin, like,
where is the vegan places?
Yeah.
So if we start with Munich, what kind of food did you eat there, if you remember?
The one that was joined to our hotel it wasn't a vegan restaurant, it was vegetarian vegan. It's this new style that restaurants have where it's very like simple how they describe things. Like it'll be a dish and it'll be like potato, carrot. It's like a minimalist way of describing things. So it was kind of like that. I don't know like the style of the cuisine. I guess German, but like very modern-y. Not like haute cuisine, like fancy, but it was just beautiful and delicious.
That's really good.
You could get like a 5 tasting platter. It's like 5 little dishes, and it wasn't like super expensive, but it was just lovely, like really well done. And they did things like with like grains and gravy, so it was really filling. For like 3 stuffed vine leaf ball things, and then there was like a gravy, and it was some like traditional German dish that had just been veganised, and again that was lovely. Munich was great. Like it wasn't big, like there wasn't like tons and tons, because it's not obviously as big as Berlin.
So my experience with Munich was the food is very hearty in terms of a meat eater anyway. Munich is obviously in Bavaria, and Bavaria is very cold quite a lot of the time.
That's why there's lots of beer.
There's a lot of beer. That is why there's lots of beer.
Yes.
Yeah. So the main things I had there were spätzle, which are like these noodles, which are kind of like gnocchi in flavour. They're kind of like potato noodles. You would love them. I guess you must be able to get vegan versions, because the way they cook them, spätzle is like covered in cheese. You can have bacon, but I don't like bacon. Like loads of onions, like crispy onions. So they could easily make that vegan. So if you can find a vegan spätzle, go for it. Spätzle, yeah. So good! And the other thing I had was schnitzel, which is obviously so German. Schnitzel is very kind of Bavarian.
I haven't had a vegan schnitzel.
You could make it, because all you've got to do, I'm really good at making schnitzel now. Get the chicken or the veal and like make it really small, so as long as you could buy like a vegan chicken breast, so you just cover it in like egg and breadcrumbs and then fry it.
Yeah, and
in
what
like
you have
loads of butter. You split like traditionally like either with chips or potatoes, and then like cranberry sauce and loads of like winter vegetables, so like asparagus and broccoli. And
so is that the German equivalent of like a Sunday roast, do you think?
No, because they still have a lot of roast meat, like pork especially. It's more like we have like escalopes here.
Right.
It's literally an escalope.
I was going to say, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's an escalope, but they just call it schnitzel because they're German. Yeah, other than that, they were my main experiences, along with lots of hams and kind of gherkins.
Ham is what I definitely always think of with Germany.
Little Brunswick ham. Yeah, that's Munich. Right, so on to Frankfurt. So you say you can't really remember when you ate there.
I can't really remember much of Frankfurt.
Yeah.
I just remember... It sounds awful, I'm sorry if anyone's from Frankfurt. It just wasn't like a really memorable place for me. I think because I'm totally a visual person, and I noticed like lovely old buildings. It was just kind of offices and things. So
yeah, there's a lot of nice towns just outside of Frankfurt.
Yeah, that's probably where I
stayed in a place called Darmstadt, which is really, really historical.
Oh, okay.
Like it's got a Ratskeller, which is like a beer house from like hundreds and hundreds of years ago. So that was really nice.
Nice.
And it's like a swimming pool. I don't really like beer too much. Sorry, Germans. So in Frankfurt, I don't really remember too much about what I ate. I don't remember it being as kind of traditionally German, because I haven't been to Frankfurt.
That didn't strike me
in like
being super traditional.
8 years-ish. It's been quite a long time since I've been. Wow. But I remember going to the Ratskeller and having traditional beer and having, I think I had dumplings, which are also quite German. They're very Polish as well. Pierogi in Poland are very nice.
Or like Russian.
Yeah. So kind of Eastern Bloc, they do very good dumplings, but the Germans do dumplings as well.
We don't really have dumplings here.
Not really, no. It doesn't get cold enough for us to need dumplings. I don't really like them too much because they make it suet,
aren't they?
and it's like scoot over Frankfurt.
Sorry, out the way.
And on to our final city, Berlin.
Oh, Berlin.
Berlin, yeah. Berlin, I assumed would be the best for vegans because it's so metropolitan and quite similar to London and quite similar to Brighton, which is kind of...
It was pretty damn good.
Exactly.
Like, it really was.
I knew it.
Again, like, I used the app Happy Cow, which is amazing, and we went to, like, a vegan burger place, which my mom didn't like because she likes super, super healthy. She's like, what, the healthy vegan? I'm like the junk food vegan. So I was like, this is great. So it was, like, burgers, and they did, like a vegan cheese with it and vegan mayonnaise, which was great. I wish I remembered what it was called, but yeah, that was lovely. I remember the German supermarkets that much. They're definitely like, when I've been to like France, they're much better than French ones.
Berlin was amazing because there was just every type of cuisine you could ever want. I mean, it was very similar to London. You could literally go down the street and get anything. The best things for me were the currywurst, which was just amazing, and there's a pasta place which is literally €4 for a plate of pasta, which is honestly like this big. Wow. It's really busy at night. It's, where was it by? It was near Prince Lauerberg, I think. I just remember it being underneath a kind of railway, like it was a big railway bridge like the whole way down. Ooh. But it was amazing, and I got like gnocchi and like just mozzarella. Yeah, there were loads of different types, and just for €4, that was really good.
What's the hotel? This one we stayed in, right by the Brandenburg Gate.
Did you stay in the Allllll?
Yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
I don't know what it's called, but I do remember
the Allllll is literally the equivalent.
Yeah,
the
Ritz.
Well, Indi, you fancy pants.
I'm just fancy, I guess. It was lovely, like like really historical. But
figures.
What I remember from all of that, which I probably shouldn't have remembered, amongst all the beautiful splendour, was the dessert I had, which was a little. It was like a cake, and it had like an orange mousse, then an orange jelly, and some kind of vegan cream. And it was just really fancy, and it looked like a little patisserie dessert.
And it was amazing.
And it was lovely.
Well done, Hotel Allllll.
Yes, they did well.
So, that is our roundup. So, Indi, in comparison to, let's say, some other countries, you've already said France is not as good as Germany.
France is nowhere near.
Are there any countries you've been to that are better than Germany? Is the UK better than Germany?
The UK is better. I think the UK is the best in the world. Yeah.
Better than America?
Yeah, 100%. America's still really good. Places like Spain, awful. For it.
Yeah,
really not good. But I think the thing with London is, like you say, it's so multicultural. There's so much in London. There's like every possible cuisine. There's such a melting pot of different cultures and things that there's just so much to choose from.
There is.
It's great that places like Germany, which I just wouldn't expect, and I didn't go there having any, like, not sounding horrible, but I just didn't think there would be that much to choose from. Like, as a vegan, you kind of lower your expectations when you go places, and you just expect you're going to be able to order like a side salad and chips, because that's normally all there is to get on the menu. When you actually have loads of options, it's like, oh my god, this is amazing. So I was like so impressed,
That's really
with
good.
all the places I went to. So well done, Germany.
Wunderbar,
Das
Deutschland.
ist wunderbar.
Das ist wunderbar.
Sehr gut.
Sehr gut, ja,
Sehr
genau.
gut.
Althutsbrot.
Ja.
Richtig. And on that note,
This took a turn.
this will be the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe. Follow the links below that, you know, go to my Instagram, and if you fancy pledging to me on Patreon, that is always appreciated. I'm just about to send out my postcards. I do them 4 times a year, so the Easter ones are going out now. If you want to be a part of that, please do check out my Patreon. You get lots of little benefits, and I can go on living. So that's good. So thank you very much, and we shall see you very, very soon.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Tschüss. Tschüss, 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 tschüss.